shooting percentage. Both teams went to the line quite a bit. Turnovers. Mavericks had 5 points off turnovers, obviously favoring Houston. Cooper Flag back after 2 first quarter fouls. Ryan Nembhard on the floor for the first time. Play off the screen, squares up, but missed a midi. Amen Thompson runs the offense. KD's out of the game right now. Jayshawn Tate has gone in. So is Aaron Holiday for Houston. And Amen Thompson. Oh, nice behind-the-back pass, but drop it down to steal it. Max Christie.
Uh-oh.
And here comes Coop in the open court and glides to the basket and is on the board.
Parting of the seas there, Devin.
That's his first basket. He does have 2 free throws previously in this game. Reed Shepherd, three-pointer, no. Rebound caroms away from Tate. Picked up by Thompson. Max Christie driving baseline and throws it down.
Aggressive.
Yes.
I like it in every way, shape, and form.
Bouncing off too strong.
First minute of the third quarter, or the second quarter that is, has been good for Dallas. Back to within 2. Reed Shepherd. Foul line on the attempt. Another rebound controlled by Dallas for +3 now and rebounding in this game. One of the many keys that Jay Kidd pointed out before tonight's action. Here's Gafford, paint catch. And before he can go up into the...
They're seeing a much smaller Houston team. Obviously, the Şengün injury changes the dynamic of things for them.
Reed Shepherd called for a foul. And here is Gafford bowling his way to the basket to score. Drove past Tate and ran up on the backside of Shepherd, who picked up that foul a moment ago. Underrated season in progress for Aaron Holiday. 7 points per game off the bench, 43% on threes. Quick pass up ahead, Klay Thompson. Dallas goes back in front, first 2 minutes. Answered by another 10-0 Dallas run.
I think in order to win this game, we're going to have to win these non-Durant minutes.
Really so far, so good in that regard.
Yeah, really push the lead up when he's on the bench.
Tate loved Dallas in the non-Durant minutes. Holiday with a pull-up, no good. And Coop, a defensive rebound. And Coop grabbing a defensive rebound and running is a beautiful thing. He doesn't finish there. And the Mavericks couldn't grab the rebound.
Kind of ran out of runway.
Jabari Smith Jr., three-pointer, no good. Long rebound, and let's see, someone got held here, and the player who was held straight games, Nembhard averaged nearly 10 points, 6 assists. Assist to turnover ratio 3.3 to 1. And again, I think this was just a matchup thing tonight.
Yeah.
Houston's prodigious size as a group. Gafford did a nice job just flat out stonewalling that drive by Jabari Smith Jr. And Smith misses on an attempt in the paint. And now Nembhard, the throw, lob, and the alley-oop is caught and finished by Gafford.
Offense looks so much better than it did that first 6 or 7 minutes of this thing.
That was rough.
It was.
They have made that a distant memory. Smith to the corner to Jayshawn Tate, and the 12-0 Dallas run stops on what is Tate's 6th made 3 of the year in 14 attempts.
They don't shoot a ton of them, but they shoot a good percentage.
Yes, they do. They're 40%. You know, we mentioned earlier as Klay puts it down and misses on the pull-up. And we mentioned earlier they take the fewest threes in the league, 30 a game. But they're second in percentage, knocking down 4 out of every 10. Pull-up spin. Looks silky smooth on the drive and pull-up, but it rolls off the rim. Thompson with it, going to either Christie or Gafford.
Spacing.
Tari Eason, he almost ran out of space. Thompson went to ground, but he made a pass, and it's a corner 3 that's missed by Aaron Holiday. The rebound is tipped around by multiple players and controlled by Amen Thompson. Holiday to Jabari Smith Jr. He gets back into the play and is blocked by Gafford. Big swat, landlord collected rent early in the month. And here comes Nembhard. He's fouled on the pass to the trailing Cooper Flag.
Looking at this Houston offense, it's not looking so hot right now.
No.
With Gaff with the great timing here.
And he is questionable to return. It happened a minute into the game tonight.
That's after us talking about, Devin talked about the two-headed monster. So now it's a one-headed monster if he doesn't come back.
Wow, what a save in by Nembhard to avoid a backcourt violation. And Coop with a strong drive and pull up and swishes that foul line jumper. You cannot mess around in terms of how strong you have to be on your drives. Whether you're going all the way to the basket or you're going to pull up. Josh Okogie's in the game. He just missed the three. Rebound was free and tipped around and ultimately claimed by the Rockets. Shayshawn Tate, way too much on that three. And there's a ball that was poked away from Gafford by Okogie, but claimed by Dallas.
I mean, not only to go to the glass, but even when you get the rebound, they're still going after it.
They sneak up on that baseline side and poke it away.
Going under the screen, leading Nembhard open. Bullseye. Nembhard's first points. Mavericks' biggest lead. Advantage 6 for the Mavs against the Houston Rockets, who are 21-10 this year and have won 4 straight. Goes to Thrust. Eason rebounds his own miss. Easy putback. And the Mavs will take a timeout. We're almost midway through the second quarter. 6:29 left in the second. And Dallas leads 40-36 here on Mavs TV. Stay tuned.
6.5 minutes.
Sure does change things too with Houston not having Şengün though in terms of the front court. If Şengün comes back, different story.
There's a poor pass and a turnover. Don't like to see those after you take it a timeout. Durant's back in the game. He drives and it's a wraparound pass down the baseline, and Okogie misses. Here's Chrissy. Okogie's one of 4 different Rocket players who are in the top 20 in the league. And the number 1 guy just grabbed the defensive rebound. Tari Easton sitting on 50% on the button. He's made his presence felt with that defensive board. Got B. Will and Klay Thompson walking to the table for Dallas. Held the handoff. Eason blocked by AD, and it's Marshall in the open court. He's got Coop running out in front of him, and Coop will shoot a pair. Here in the second. And the first of 2 for Coop is good. Brandon Williams and Klay Thompson.
All 3 of his rebounds have been tough ones in traffic to the point where I sit here thinking he was on 5 or 6 boards because they were all so emphatic.
Well, here's the thing I can't believe about the boards is that it's Dallas +7 right now. And that is some heavy lifting when you consider what Houston does on the glass.
Maybe the Mavericks are about to be the greatest rebounding team of all time.
That's what Houston is statistically this year. And there's that number 1 3-point shooter I mentioned a moment ago. Tari Eason hits one from KD.
Talk about Phoenix and the gravity that Devin Booker has, leads to guys getting open shots. Easton's got to thank Kevin Durant for a lot of those open threes that he knocks down.
Thank you, Kevin Durant. Marshall the drive, and it crawls in there. The always effective in the painted area, Najee Marshall. He took contact up in the face and still finished through that. Durant driving, and down he goes. And a foul on Marshall. Is the second in the quarter on Dallas, and Marshall's second of the game. Points tonight. So, guys, he's 8th in NBA history in scoring, and he's now inside of 100 away from passing Wilt Chamberlain. And by the way, he's also less than 250 points away, which we all had a chance to chat with him before the game. He's less than 250 away from Dirk. I'll let him know. Here's Marshall on the reverse in transition from Cooper. Well done. And Houston, not normally a fast-paced team, going to go right back at Dallas, and they score Amin Thompson. Houston going into play tonight, their pace is 28th in the league. Coop is blocked by Clint Capella. He's always been a good shot blocker.
Absolutely.
And here's KD, lost it on the drive against Brandon Williams. There's a foul. Less than 100 away from Wilt Chamberlain to move to 7. Less than